Welcome to a video that is designed to help you get your athletics pages set up for the current school year. The first thing you may need to do is to go over to the groups menu and go down to the team that you're looking to edit. The main page is what's called the bulletin board. That's the only place you're going to be able to put any text or pictures, but you do have those as options. I've got my overview information here, but if I wanted to change any of it, I would need to go over to Enter Edit Mode in the upper right-hand corner. From there, you can see the different options, including announcements and news at the top, and then I need to click on the pencil in order to actually edit the text information. And do remember, you only have one text box. You can make it as big as you want, but you do just have the one text box. You do also have the announcements and news options, as I mentioned, as another way of adding information, or other sections, including photos, scoreboard, videos, that you can also include on your athletics page. Once you have the information as you would like it, you can scroll to the top and go back to the bulletin board. From here, click on Schedule, and now you can add your games, practices, or bulk practices. What's great is at least the team games have already been entered. To enter your practices, you can do it in single instances using game or practice, or you can go down and you can use bulk practices to enter a bunch. So if you know that all your practices are going to be Tuesday mornings at 7:15, I would use the bulk practices. Within bulk practices, you can give a start date. So I know that my season is going to start Tuesday, September 11th, and you can give an end date. When is your last Tuesday morning practice? Well, I know it's the last week of October, so I can click the end of that week. What I like about this is you can exclude game days, so you don't actually need to know when the games are to avoid having double bookings on that day. The time that my practices start is 7:15, and then they end at 8:15. The day of the week I'm looking at right now is Tuesdays. If I had other morning practices, I could click that day as well. Under location, I have to choose where my practice is, and my location for my practices is Crescent's Innisfield. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to scroll all the way to Crescent School, and I don't need to include transportation information. Scrolling further down, again, it's a morning practice. I don't need to worry about dismissals, departures, or pickup information. Click Apply, and then Save to get all the practices in. So I'm getting a warning telling me that there could be some conflicts with other events going on. I'm going to click Confirm, and now you can see I've got all my practices in this window here under Schedule for my team. These practices will also appear under the calendar. Now let's take a look at how to add a single practice. So I'm going to click on Game or Practice, and then up at the top you have to make sure you choose Add Practice. I can choose the date. I'm going to put in a Friday morning practice. Again, the time, that makes a lot of sense. And you can choose it from the drop down if it's on an even half hour or hour. So my practice starts at 3:30, it goes till 4:30. Select the location. Again, I'm going to choose Crescent School. Again, no need for a transportation vehicle because it's right at the school. What time do they need to be out of class? Well, they need to get out at 3. We're not departing to anywhere, but the pickup time is going to be 4:30. And again, this is the sort of information parents expect to have. Any additional notes? So I'm going to include which part of Innisfield our practice is going to take place on. Click Save, and we're done. Now, about adding my players. So roster is where all the information about the people is, and the top part includes your coaches, and the bottom part includes your players. When you're looking at the bottom part, it's actually great about this system is that you can hover over the icon indicating there's medical information for you. Click on the icon, it will take you to the student's contact card, automatically onto the medical tab of that contact card, so you can see what medical issues you need to be aware of for your students in your team. Click back to go back to the Grade 3 Soccer roster tab. If I needed to edit information about a student, I could click on the edit, and that allows me actually to put the shirt number they've got and any other information. If I want to know more about a player, I can click on the down arrow in the little icon underneath their first name, and that will give me a chance to look at their progress report, their schedule, and other bits of information. To add or remove players, click Manage. From here, I could drop a player, so I'm going to remove Alex Durf and click Save. You can see Alex is now removed from the team, and I can click Manage again, and notice that I can actually add other coaches. And here's where I can add a player. I'll search for a Durf, click on Alex, and now he's back. And you can notice that it actually indicates the date that I added it, unless I manually type in what date it's effective. And that affects when parents can see the page. Click Save, So, in short, this is how you can edit the bulletin board for your team page, add practices, and edit your roster to make sure you've got the right people involved, both as coaches and players. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to ask me. And as always, I hope you have a great day.